I'm screaming, fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. I'm saying, fuck the Eagles. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just as a Cowboys fan. After that win, gotta come in and say fuck the Eagles. And also my level 10. Oh my God. But you know what? We'll talk about that in a minute. First and foremost, let's just get down to business and talk about this slate of games and tell y'all how I did. I got every motherfucking pick right. That's what I did. After getting it wrong on Thursday, I came in on Sunday and told y'all I was going to fucking clean up house. And what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 12 on my motherfucking Sunday picks. Oh boy, and I'm telling you, a couple of these motherfuckers definitely tried to fuck them up, but in the end, all 12 of them were right, baby. I told you guys that they would do it. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised myself, but hey, I'm proud as hell of myself. So now I am 12-1 for the week, and it don't matter what the fuck happened in this Monday night game tonight because I will still finish well above a winning week after, losing last week and finishing 7-8 last week. Had to come back super strong. But you know what? I'm still trying to get that game for tonight right as well. So I will still be picking on that one. But to briefly go through it, man, that Jets and Baltimore game, shout out to Lamar Jack, man. 5 straight wins. Look at them sitting at the top of their division. All they needed was their quarterback back. It's crazy how that works. When you get your best player back, you start winning games and shit. That's a little nudge of like what's going on with the Mavs, but that's a whole nother thing. Basically, let's move on to Steelers and I told you, man. Shout out to the Bears, man. What Ben Johnson is doing there is crazy. I forgot who I saw talking about this, who said that basically Caleb Williams, he hasn't done anything different than he was kind of doing last year. It's just you see what happens when you have coaching around it and everything's coming together and you start seeing it. Like the Bears are looking good. They have a really good record as well too. So shout out to them. Look out for them. Patriots took care of business, beat the Bengals. I mean, yeah, the Bengals been all bullshit, but still good win for them. They're sitting at 10 wins in the AFC at the top of the entire conference, and if I'm not mistaken, the entire NFL as a whole as well. That's cool to see, man. I tell you, they're one of those dark horse teams that like after a few weeks watching them throughout the at the beginning of the season, I was like, man, they're pretty good, man. I kind of like them, and I was like they're beating people, and they just continue that. So I want to see Drake May and them boys, Mike Vrabel. I love what he's been doing for what he's done for that entire organization, and I wanted to see them continue to just ride this train for as long as they can ride it. That would be cool. The Giants knew that they would lose, but hey, shout out famous Jameis was trying to eat a dub, man. He got so close. He was out there balling. Had a couple of amazing plays. Had that long flea flicker touchdown to Wendell Robinson at the beginning of the game. Then he also caught a touchdown himself as well. And it's just like you just love to see it. Like Jameis is such a character, man. He's gonna have an amazing career and like in sportscast and like sports casting and everything once he's finally done playing. But you just love to see it every now and again when he gets out there and he can ball. I mean, yeah, he's Jameis Winston. There's a reason why he's not the starter, but hey, he's still a serviceable quarterback as he continues to show us, and it was cool to see that. So even in a loss for the Giants, I know they kind of felt good about that, but I think they're completely eliminated from like playoff contention as well at this point. So that's kind of sad for them, but hey, you take good moments when you can get them, and that was kind of cool just to see James balling out there. But shout out to Detroit, got themselves another win. Know that they definitely needed that, and they're happy that they got that done to help them just continue with their hopes for higher and higher seeding in the NFC. Next, we had the Minnesota versus Green Bay game. Green Bay took the dub, man. Micah, I saw him. He was all over the place. And look, J.J. McCarthy didn't look the greatest, but they did try. They did try a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And It's a division game. You know how that is. And I mean, honestly, like I don't even remember watching too much of this game of what was going on. It was kind of, but hey, Green Bay took the dub, which I told you they would end up doing, and happy to see it. Did watch this next game though in the Indianapolis Colts versus the Chiefs, and man, that was a good game. The Chiefs pulled that off, man. They won them. They won them another like one score game. They won them a one score game after the first time in like a while. I think that's what the record was. Because you know, after such a long time of winning nothing but one score games, they had like a streak where they hadn't in a while or something like that. I think, but hey, that was good because that's a top. That was a top defender, like a top team in the AFC, and also, man, look, the Chiefs couldn't afford to have too many more losses. They needed to win this one, and because going into this Thanksgiving game they have against the Cowboys, still don't know who I'm picking in that game yet, or at least I'm not telling you guys yet, but that'll be good to see it. But they just needed to get them a win going into Thanksgiving because hey, we're at the point of the season where guys gotta you like it's always been like this since the beginning of the season, but we're at that point in the season where it's like y'all can't lose no fucking more. You gotta rack up wins, get as many as y'all can in order to get like to put yourself in the best possible position that you want to be in when this shit is all said and done after 17 games. Next, we had Seattle versus Tennessee, man. I gotta keep saying this. Shout out to my boy Cam Ward. Love seeing him, man. But Tennessee is a two pack of ass, and they were two pack of ass again, man, bro. That boy. But I mean, they actually. Oh, okay. They weren't a two pack of ass like completely for the entire game. Eventually, you know, they definitely reminded you that they're Tennessee Titans. But I will, but it's like man, Smith and Jigba, bro. He caught a amazing touchdown. Where like his first touch, I think he caught two if I'm not mistaken. But if I can't remember if he did catch two yesterday or not. I'm really, really willing to believe he did, but I know he definitely at least caught one. And the first one that he caught, where he caught the pass, kind of stiff the dude, like stiff armed the dude off of him, and then just walked into the end zone. Like that shit was too nice. Like, and that's just kind of what Seattle's been doing a lot this entire season, and they definitely did that all over Tennessee yesterday, and it was cool to see. Sucks for Cam, but hey, man, gotta. That's what happens. That's the number one pick, especially in the NFL, man. You do not go to places where you honestly want to be for like, like to be just to keep it a buck. And a lot of times you end up going places that is dog shit, and everybody's looking at you like, "Save us, please, save us!" And it's like, we ass. Like what y'all expect? Like y'all was ass before I got here. Like I know I'm amazing, but like, damn, we still kind of ass. So that's just what they dealing with. Next, we got the Jaguars versus, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. The Jaguars are trying to do everything that they fucking could to lose this game, and they still somehow won this game. So that should tell you more about how trash the Cardinals are. But still, it's like, bro, the conversation needs to be had about Trevor Lawrence and his lack of production that he's had in his entire NFL career up to this point. And people will say he's had numbers. I think they've even won their division one of these years. But man, that don't mean shit because where he is in his career, like and like numbers, like you know, in years, it's like it's another conversation that we try to have. You know, of course, with like Justin Herbert, but like Justin Herbert gets more shit than Trevor Lawrence should be getting because Trevor Lawrence should be getting a whole bunch of shit for how terrible his ass continues to play year after fucking year. He will have good ass moments and good ass games, but he will also have a shitload of terrible ones right alongside those good games. And it's just like, bro, time is ticking. Time is ticking. You got you about like another year and a half before people probably are really going to start being like, yo, should this motherfucker be a backup in this? Like, people are going to start having a conversation of like, dang, like how ass are. But it's like he's good enough to be a starting quarterback in this league. But it's just like, I mean, how much does that really mean? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, there are 30, you know what I'm saying? There are 32 quarterbacks, like starting quarterbacks in this league, and it's like, all right, 32 quarterbacks don't win the championship every year. So it's like you could be a starting quarterback in this league, but like that don't really mean shit if it like when it comes to like W's and like, you know, your team winning ships and legacy and stuff. So, but hey, we'll have that conversation on Sunshine's ass eventually. I'm telling you, just unless he starts playing better, We gonna eventually have that conversation. But luckily for his ass, he's just been able to skirt under the radar because his ass is doing this shit in Jacksonville. Don't nobody give a shit about the Jags outside of Lil Duval. Shout out to him. But next we had Shador Sanders. We had Shador Sanders' first NFL start. And I've been telling y'all for weeks that the Browns need to let his ass out and need to let him start. But you know what? Stefanski been on that bullshit and doing all that other politics and shit, which, I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about that and shit on him about this or that and not giving Shador the game ball because, you know, I saw a video. He didn't give Gabriel the game ball either after he won. So it's just, yeah, whatever. But he is still hating on the boy and everything. But it's okay, though. It don't matter. Motherfuckers can hate on you, shit can happen. But eventually, man, you stay faithful and you stay hopeful. And God always comes through and shines through for you. My faithful servant. And he did that for my boy. Yeah, they gonna say the numbers. Oh, he didn't throw that much. He didn't throw that many touchdowns. Yeah, whatever. We saw the talent. We saw the arm. We saw the accuracy. We saw the smarts. It's like, yeah, he was a rookie. It was his first game, too. He did throw an interception. That was a good-ass defensive play, in all honesty, like right there. So yeah, you got to fault Shador for that, but still, it's like that's also amazing defense as well. So it's not like you super kill him for that. And it's just like, man, like, yeah, that defense isn't the greatest, but they do got Max Crosby. They did pressure his ass. And it was just, like I said, it was a good first game for him because it's like, yeah, you can go out there, show your fucking shit on these sorry motherfuckers, and then come out with the win. And at the end of the day, no matter what they going to try to say or whatever, you're going to be able to hold up the wrist knowing that you got a W in this motherfucking league that you want to know as a starter in the NFL. You're the first starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, like the last 40 something quarterbacks to get a win as a start. So as like a rookie or a starter, some shit like that. The last 4 years, it's a crazy fucking stat that he broke, and I'm just so happy to see him. So happy for him. So happy for Dion. Just so happy for their family, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they do. You know what I'm saying? They Dallas royalty. So it's like love them, bro. So happy for Shador, man. Happy to see it, man. Just continue doing it. And he got named the starter today, too. You know, Gabriel's not hurt anymore, but it don't matter. Shador's still starting. And it's like, keep doing your thing, young buck. Keep doing your thing out there, man. Show them what's up, man. Show them. Let them know. Next to the game I kind of started a little bit on in the beginning. The Cowboys beat the Eagles last night. It was fucking amazing. I loved it. I mean, yeah, it sucked in the beginning. I'll be honest. They had us in the first half. They definitely had us in the first half. 21-0. Putting belt to ass. Skunked our ass. Didn't know what was happening. It was like, oh, man, this is going to be terrible. Everybody going to be talking so much shit all week. This is going to be awful. Eagles fans are going to be unbearable. Gilly going to be crazy. But then, in the second half, that boy Dak started passing that ball to NFL young boy, a.k.a. George Pickens. And, man, that boy right there, hey, Jerry, pay the man. Hey, just not even fucking around, just pay the man. Having both him and CD, we'll get to CD dropping passes and doing that dumb shit in a little bit. But pay the man. Having both of them and Dak being able to throw it to him, I'm telling you, pay the boy. Because, God, bro, you see that catch he caught on 2 motherfuckers? And then the slant at the end, bro, pay the man. Like, and it's like, yeah, I could take this time to shit on the Eagles. I mean, bro, I tell you, man, they be letting their feet off the motherfucking gas. Like, they're not gonna be able to win. I told y'all, they're not gonna be able to continue winning like games the way that they have been and think that that's gonna be what they're gonna do all season. And they're showing us that there's chinks in the armor. It's like, bro, they don't got it in their heart that much anymore. Like, yeah, they can summons it up to beat certain people and everything like that and really stay in them. But I'm trying to tell you, they've won their Super Bowl already. A lot of them are like, bro, I don't really got to do too much of shit else in this league is what I know a bunch of them are feeling like. And they've got injuries. That line isn't the same as it used to be. It's not as scary as we've seen it the last couple of years. Like, they were getting abused last night by our line. And Saquon wasn't doing a hoe ass thing. Like, you know, like, he fumbled the ball yesterday. His first fumble of the entire season, bruh. Like, that line, that entire like they got issues and problems there. But I'm just sound like a hater, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Cowboys fan and shit. But it's just like I'll just say, hey, bro, y'all see what y'all's issues are, y'all see what y'all's problems are, and hey, if you don't want to acknowledge them or act like you don't see them, it's cool. It's motherfucking cool. It don't matter because this league catches up to people quicker than you realize. And it's like, you don't got to realize that shit. The league going to realize it. So, hey, fly, Eagles, fly. Take your ass over there, though. I know y'all still got a much better record than us, but it don't matter because we beat y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We beat y'all in a fashion that it's like, bro, y'all should have never let that shit happen like that. You should have put us the fuck away. And y'all didn't, though. So you got to take that L. You got to eat this right now. And it's okay. We flying high. Yeah, we got to worry about Kansas City coming to town. But for right now, we beat y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not y'all ass because we only won by 3. But at the end of the day, 1-1 on the season. Y'all barely beat us to begin the season and everything like that. And we got a much better record in our division than y'all. So it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I can talk my shit today, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna leave it there on that topic. Next, we had the Falcons versus the Saints. This game was pretty ass as well, but the Falcons, they pulled it out. Kirk Cousins doing his thing. Kyle Pitts didn't do shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Kyle Pitts didn't do shit for me, and that was pretty terrible. But it's pretty shitty division of theirs. It's super crazy. Moving on. Speaking of someone else from that division, this wasn't a division game, but the Bucks versus the Rams. Rams put belt to ass in this game. Like they beat the shit out of them. I feel bad for Baker because he got hurt, and they thinking he may have broken. Like we were thinking he may have broken his arm when that happened or whatever, but he just looked. It looked pretty bad. And honestly, it's like, man, that's probably gonna be the end of them for that division because they just been dealing with injuries all fucking year, and it's just you feel so bad for their team because of how they started and how they were just fighting and coming back in every single game, and it's just it ends with it. I mean, the season's not over with, and it's not super done, but it's just like they're probably gonna end up losing that division, which is crazy because they might lose the division to the Carolina Panthers, who nobody at all would have been able to pick them winning it. But that looking like what might happen, especially if they fucking around and win tonight. But we'll get to that game in a second. But I would just like to take this time to say that the Rams won, and they are sitting currently at first place in the entire NFC. Not NFL, but the NFC. Like I told you, they're probably going to be in the NFC Championship game. People need to realize that right now. We're weeks away from that happening. But I'm telling you, they're probably going to end up there. If they hold their cards right now in their hands. They hold their destiny in their hands. They just continue to win out. They will end with a bye, not have to play that first week, take that time off, and then get some lame team in the second week. Just have to beat them and then be right there in the NFC Championship game. So I'm like, hey, I see that happening. I don't know how it's going to shake out that way, but that's what I see transpiring. But next thing I would like to just take time with is like, bro, I really went 12 or 12 on this shit. Like, I really did that. That's crazy. Like, honestly, like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would always hope that could happen, but like, I legitimately got all of these right. Like, usually I'll get a few wrong, you know what I'm saying? But like, I got all 12 of these right. That shit crazy. God loves me, if y'all didn't know that. But to finish off, let's talk briefly about this Monday night game that we have as well. That as we sit right now, should be starting in a couple hours. Actually, yeah, I'm recording this video later than I thought I would. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. It's not my time, it's God's time. We get here when we get here. Now, we got two teams that honestly, I mean, here's the thing. Don't nobody believe in Carolina. So when I say like two teams that need to win, it's like don't nobody think they can win. But for them to feel better about themselves, to prove to people, and to honestly win that division. And it's like, this is why y'all doing it. Y'all playing anyway. They need a win tonight too. And this will be a good win that I don't know how many wins they could get that people would actually start respecting them. Like, that's just unfortunate for them. But for Bryce himself, he's got a bunch of starts this year that he has wins in, and people are honestly starting to realize, like, damn, like, yes, this is why he went number one overall. They're not necessarily saying that he's just going to be a top 10 quarterback or he this or that, but they're starting to see, like, yes, there's the talent that's there, and this is why he is an NFL quarterback in this league. And so he needs that on himself. And this will just be like a big confidence boost for him, that whole organization, if they're able to go in here and win tonight, because it'll be on Monday night, prime time. Everybody's got their eyes on them. They're watching what's happening, and they will see how it's like, man, do the Carolina Panthers have a winning record and leading their division? Are they actually going to randomly go to the playoffs? What the fuck is that's what people are going to start seeing. So that'd be good for them. And then for San Francisco, it's like they've dealt with injuries from Purdy. You know what I'm saying? Chris McCaffrey hasn't been injured this year, but, everybody was just worried about that. And then, George Kittle and everybody like IU, they've had a bunch of injuries and stuff, but they've still managed to have a winning record because of Mac Jones and just that defense and other people just showing up when they needed them to. So this will be a good win for them because, yeah, they're probably not going to win their division, in my opinion, because I'm pretty sure they're behind. No, they're at least behind the Rams, but they may be randomly ahead of Seattle just because Seattle lost to the Rams last week. But if not, they're at least, I know all three of them are around that same range, but I'm pretty sure they might be second in the division. And if they win this one, that'll help them stay right there with the Rams on trying to win that division. And maybe even, that's the thing, they could even fuck around. They could fuck around and take the bye for the first week if they win out and do what the hell they need to do. So that's kind of random. So this is an important game for both of these teams and everything. But man, I'm going with this. I'm going with the 49ers, man. They're the better team. They're coached better. In all honesty, Carolina's been doing what they've been doing, but they're in a shitty division. But they've been beating people outside of that division this year. So I can't just say that it's just because of the division, because they beat us. You know what I'm saying? So it's yes, shit like that. They beat the Cowboys. So it's shit happens, But I just believe that San Francisco's coached better. They've got better players. I really, really, really like Shanahan, bro. I really like Kyle Shanahan. I really like his dad because, the first Super Bowl I ever watched was that 99 Super Bowl with the Broncos, that the Broncos won their second one with Elway, Shannon Sharp. That's one of the reasons I love Shannon Sharp. And of course, TD, Terrell Davis. So, I've always the Shanahans are just amazing minds when it comes to football, and it's bro, Kyle deserves him a ring. And I know everybody's gonna talk shit about the Atlanta, New England Super Bowl. I get it, I understand that, but I'm just saying, since he's been in San Francisco and what he's been doing with these different teams and scheming and how he's had these teams play, no matter who you put out there under center, how he's just it doesn't matter. Put a guy in there. We'll get some production out here. We're going to do it. And that's not to take anything away from Brock Purdy, Garoppolo, or other quarterbacks they've had there. But if you were to name out quarterbacks you love, you're not picking a bunch of those quarterbacks. You're not picking those quarterbacks before a whole bunch of other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? You're picking a whole bunch of other quarterbacks before you're going to talk about a bunch of these different San Francisco quarterbacks. So, but it's just cool to see, and that just says so much about the scheme and the mind behind the scheme and how good it is, and why I'm Shanahan deserves a ring. I don't want to see them get one because of just them knocking the Cowboys out 2 years in a row and just the shit that they've talked. But it's his mind, he deserves a ring with how good he is, and I really like him. And I'm just they should win this game because they're a better team than the Carolina Panthers, and that's what I see happening. So I see myself going, what is that, 13-1 for the week is what that should be. So that'd be crazy as hell if I'm able to do that. That would be sick if I'm able to go 13-1 for the week. But we shall see how it all transpires, guys. Hope you enjoyed the games yesterday. I know I did. I'm just saying that. I know I did. Hope y'all did as well. Hope you enjoy the Monday night game tonight, man. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think's going to win, how you think this is all going to shape out over the next few weeks, man. Who's going where, who's going to be what seed, who's winning what division, man. Want to hear it all. Excited to see it, man. And like I said, yes, again, fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. Yeah, fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Eagles. Yeah. How about them Cowboys, baby? How about them boys?